Hello and welcome to Creative Business Cup and more specifically to CBC Connect. My name is Rasmus Tscherning and I'm the CEO of Creative Business Cup. And I'm going to give you a short 20-minute introduction to what Creative Business Cup is all about. To do that, I will show you PowerPoint and will be able to send us questions by email. So I hope it will work and you will get a good introduction to Creative Business Cup, or CBC as we call it. So now I'm going to show you our PowerPoint and our presentation of CBC. Creative Business Cup is created as a competition for entrepreneurs from the cultural and creative industries from around the world. It was started in 2010 as a Danish competition, and then in 2012 we made it international. 17 countries showed up in 12, and 36 countries showed up in 2013. And this year, in 2014, we have so far 64 countries that have signed up. And we have a great time prepared for all the contestants. On the 17th, 18th, and 19th of November, we will see all the startup teams here in Copenhagen. And not only the winners, this year we're also inviting runner-up. Actually, the countries can send as many startups to Copenhagen in November, because we are preparing actually 3 days of seminars, networking with investors, pitching sessions, meeting the jury, and of course a lot of great social events where we'll have a lot of fun. So what is a Creative Business Cup all about? Well, of course it's a competition. It's a competition for entrepreneurs and startups from the creative industries. It's global, with 64 countries participating. But it's also a place where you can meet investors and other creative entrepreneurs, a place for matchmaking and for hooking up and finding good business deals. Then we also have this online platform that we just have launched a few weeks ago, CBC Connect, because we want it to be an all year round event. And we're also working on different funding schemes so that when you participate in CBC Connect and in CBC, you have the possibility to be part of different funding schemes from around the world. So CBC is a competition for the winners from each country, but it's also something that's worthwhile attending if you're a runner-up or even from a country not participating. We have spread internationally very quickly from, as I said, from 17 countries to 64, and that's because we have some great partners around the world that help us. So what is also extremely important to emphasize with Creative Business Cup is it wouldn't be possible if we didn't have these great national hosts, these great organizations around the world. This is just a selection of them that all help out and hopefully prepare you and prepare the startups before they come to Copenhagen for the 3 days of pitching and hectic days of hopefully winning. So thank you to all the national hosts around the world. We're a part of Global Entrepreneurship Week. Global Entrepreneurship Week is a week of over 35,000 events happening, I think now in 150 countries. And Creative Business Cup is a featured event. So one of the main events that happens, that is, you could call it a more vertical event, focusing on the cultural and creative industries. So on gaming, music, movies, fashion, entertainment, publishing, interactive media, etc., etc. And last year we had the vice president of the Kaufman Foundation that supports the Global Entrepreneurship Week, Tom Rue, in Copenhagen, and he said this was one of the top 5. Creative Business Cup was one of the top 5 events, and we were really happy about that. Now, why do we focus on creative industries? It's because entrepreneur startups from the creative industries are different. They usually have stronger ambitions to be international than other startups. In other words, they look at foreign markets immediately, or maybe they don't even think of foreign markets. They are global from the start on. So this is a great point for why we make an international competition. IPR, or intellectual property rights, are often more crucial for the business than the rest of the economy. So patents and protecting your great ideas is usually more important for you than other sectors. And then business development and financing are a greater challenge to startups from the creative industries than other startups. Several surveys and also studies from the European Commission show that this is a fact. And it's strange that, for example, that financing is so difficult, because creative startups are usually not more risky than other startups. So that is a paradox. So there is clearly a need to do something, because the creative industries do not only in their own right create jobs and growth and services for markets, global markets, but they're also very important to enhance innovation in the rest of the economy. And if you look at the winners from 2013, the first prize went to a team from Croatia called Teddy the Guardian. The second prize went to a team from Germany called Kinematics. And the third prize went to Cinema d'Arte, now called Rococo, from Denmark. And if we look at the first and the third, Teddy the Guardian is and was a plush teddy bear with embedded medical sensors, so that if a child got sick, you could place the teddy bear next to the child, and it would monitor how the child was doing. These were some textile designers from Croatia working together with engineers and people understanding medical sensors that made it possible. So the spillover between the textile industry and the med tech was important. The third prize, Cinema dell'Arte, now called Rococo, is they started out saying that they were making Animotion, so any animation that can be real-time changed, or you can walk up to the animated frog or figure, and then it would talk back to you or actually interact with you. And they realized that there are of course still a company that works with performances and animation and emotion, but they're also a technology company, and they discovered that they can also communicate more easily with autistic children through their Animotion. So they have, you can say, many of our participants show that it's difficult to put creative startups in a box. And categorize them, because they contribute a lot to other sectors. They interact a lot with other sectors. So what happens? What is the year for Creative Business Cup? Well, a year starts usually in the spring, where there will be National Creative Business Cup finals. Some of the countries are still having their finals here in September. But we encourage the countries to finish them by August, so that the teams have more time to get ready. So national competitions all around the world. Here in Denmark, we had ours on the 24th of June at the City Hall of Copenhagen. The city of Copenhagen is one of our great supporters. And we had also boot camp in the spring at Deloitte. Deloitte is also one of our supporters for Creative Business Cup. Then here in September, November is when CBC Connect for the first time is up and running, and we're trying these webinars sessions that should happen there. And we also on CBC Connect will feature all the 5 runner-ups in each country, the winner and the 4 runner-ups from each country on CBC Connect. That's where people can see them and select them beforehand. We have an investor panel actually that would screen all of the uploaded teams on CBC Connect. Then, of course, we are looking forward to see all the startups and the investors and the teams, delegations on the 17th, 18th, and 19th of November here in Copenhagen. We'll have a great time. 3 days of packed with events, seminars, conferences, keynote speakers, investor meetings, and also some great social events. So just to go more in detail, in all countries, the participants will submit a business concept before a certain deadline. Then a jury will look at them, looking at what the creative background, the creative competences used, and the market potential. And then you will find a national winner. And the national winner then goes on CBC Connect, prepares for the international finals in Copenhagen. And then, as I mentioned, then people will fly in. I hope you can all fly in on the 16th, Sunday the 16th of November. Not too late, so that you can be fresh and ready for the CBC Startup Days that starts Monday morning. We're going to have a great time. We have prepared some fun, and we also have some people coming from the official Denmark. We have most notably His Royal Highness the Crown Prince of Denmark will come and hand over the prizes on the 19th of November. But we also have 3 ministers: the Minister of Culture, the Minister of Enterprise and Growth, and the Minister of Trade. So 3 different departments are actually sending their ministers to the Creative Business Cup. It shows also the importance of the creative industries. We will give you a lot of media attention. This is from Danish TV, where we got full live national coverage on TV, and we will of course also work with international media. And you guys, if some of you are listening out there from working with media or have good media contacts, please send them to us so we can get hold of them and either invite them to Copenhagen or tell them to talk about it. We did an evaluation of the Creative Business Cup 2013, and I can send you those results, so you can find it online on creativebusinesscup.com. But it showed that we actually were rather good at and helping the participants in finding new business ventures and connecting with the right people. And I think it was something like 92–93% would all like to come back and do it again. So this is a quick introduction to Creative Business Cup. I encourage you to see the video on creativebusinesscup.com/finals. And if you have questions, then you can contact my colleague Dorte. You can see the number here, 45 for Denmark, 46320030, or dok@cko.dk. So let me just finish here. And say thank you for your attention. I hope to see you all. Let me see if I can figure this out and go back to me. There we go. So thank you for your attention, and looking forward to see you all in November. Take care.